Uh-oh, this isn't going to be good, though. There's a fly buzzing around. This could be a long episode. Here we are, eh?
Oh, we're here.
Episode 3. We've got a big day ahead. We have Paulie in with us today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Our first guest on the show. Episode 3, first guest.
Mate.
Do we shake hands? Tony, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yeah, good. Great.
Absolutely.
Jashan, I've been here for about an hour.
Mate, you get up early in the mornings.
I do. I get up really early.
It's
get up
funny.
before the sun comes up.
I messaged you last night saying, what time do you want to do this podcast? You're like, I can come early. You know when people say that? You know when people say, let's do it early? There's a lot of different meanings when people say that. Some people say like 10 o'clock's early. Other people's early is 6 a.m.
10 o'clock is not early at all.
It's not
ridiculous.
I don't know.
You're a fucking sloth.
I saw this bloke sitting at the end of your jetty this morning. I didn't know it was Paulie. I'm thinking, is that Jashan? I went out and had a look and I thought, you know what? He didn't look half bad from behind.
Oh,
He looked a little bit more streamlined than I remember.
Fucking hell, you're talking about
Paulie.
coming early and fucking
Good looking
getting up early. Now we're talking about the back of my ass.
Yeah, I got a call from you at like 7 a.m. this morning and you're like, I'm on my way. I'm like,
On my way.
it's 4 o'clock somewhere.
Called me at 8:30 saying, hey, Tony, you ready? I'm like, mate, I've got 3 kids to get to school and a wife to take care of.
We've also got another first today. We have our first sponsor.
Woo!
Monkey Tree Beer Brewery has come on board.
Yeah.
Which is probably the best kind of sponsor we could ever ask for. The drinks are on the house now, mate.
Drinks are on the house. They turned up the other day with a fridge and full of beer font taps, the whole lot. It's
How good's
fantastic.
that?
So Monkey Tree Brewing Co. These guys are a local brewery and right now they've got a special offer on their beer fridges which come with a beer tap. Exactly what we've got sitting here. They sell these things. You can rent them out and I didn't even know these things existed. So if you're having a party or planning a party, rather than going and buying a whole bunch of cartons of beer, you can just go hire a beer tap for the weekend and all your beers are on there sorted out for the whole time. No cleanup, no worrying about bottles or cans laying everywhere. They're all ready to go. So Monkey Tree Brewing Co. Link will be in description. Check it out.
You used to be swinging around like a fucking monkey by the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
I could smell the alcohol already.
And here we are. Couldn't have timed it worse with Paulie. He's on a bit of a health kick, I hear.
Yeah, it's a terrible episode to have a beer sponsor on. Introducing the beer sponsor and Paulie, you're not drinking at the moment. Mate.
I'll be back to go through the whole keg with yous.
Perfect.
We'll fill her up and we'll rinse it.
So what's going on? You're staying off it for a bit?
Yeah, I've done a month so far. It's been pretty good. Yeah. Just cruising, doing gym and, doing everything. I did a big Europe trip. Not Europe, sorry. I did a big US trip and, I ate my way through the US, which led
Hard not to do. Yep.
a big gain of weight, unwanted weight. I was looking pretty wild there. I've managed to strip off nearly 6 kilos so far.
Since not drinking?
Since not drinking. And I also just cleaned up the diet a bit. Yeah, you get on the piss too, and then it just leads to a day of binge eating. And then say if you get on the piss Friday and then you end up backing it up on the Saturday the next day, something comes up in the afternoon, you're back out there. And that's 3 days of the week.
Yeah.
It's 7 days.
Yeah.
You've fucked your whole week.
Yeah, well, when you were talking about your fitness thing, I thought about it for about 10 seconds. I thought, no, I don't think I could. But I certainly admire that you're doing it. And maybe 1 year we'll give it a crack too.
Yeah.
With this beer sponsor on board, mate, it just makes it that little bit harder.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about that.
The Tone Bone and I the other night,
my-
they came and set up the beer tap.
Well, it made it hard because the founder of the company, CEO of the company, turned up to drop it off and stayed for about 8 hours to make sure that we could not only work the taps, that we were drinking it responsibly.
Sunday night, and we were up till 3.
Oh, something like that.
3, 4 o'clock.
Wow, later than that.
Did not see that coming.
Bad men.
Yeah, bad friends. You know those mates that sort of hover around you and they egg you on.
We love that, though.
Yeah,
It's 4 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
there you go,
What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
mate. What?
No, it's
Who knows?
She gagged.
okay. So
See how easy
that's kind of rude.
If he,
It's not really a dad joke, is it?
Yeah, Harmony wouldn't like that one. She loves her
Jesus.
Cinderella at the moment.
All right.
You got 15 good years before she'll ever see this. So.
Cinderella actually sounds naughty. Kind of like her now.
Could be a new title for Disney.
Yeah.
Naughty Cinderella.
That was disgusting.
So what's the difference between light and hard?
I don't know. It depends. You're probably going down the sexual road again.
Yeah.
Well, you can sleep with the light on.
What was it?
Not as bad as the ball joke. Come on.
I just don't get it.
Light and
Light
hard.
and hard.
Well, I don't know if I get it either. I just had a mate send it through to me. He goes, tell that joke. It'll work.
Tell you, mate, that
I think
was
he just,
shit.
I think he just flopped hard on the table.
I still don't get it. Can you
Flopped
explain
hard
it?
on the table.
Here we go. You want to hear a joke about my penis? Never mind. It's too long.
Oh, okay. That's a classic dad joke. They're supposed to be shit, aren't they? What the older chimney say to the younger chimney? You're too young to smoke. Yeah, I fucking heard that one. He's too young to smoke because he's smoking. And then the other one's smoking. He said, you shouldn't be smoking. If you were born to smoke, you'd have a chimney on your back. Oh, actually, right.
Now that you explain it, yeah.
It's kind of dirty jokes about
I
chimneys,
feel-
but it was a cleany, dirty joke.
I just
I feel
love how
like an
quick
idiot.
you got to the punchline. Just no gap. Just
It doesn't allow us time to think about it.
No.
Yeah.
the words "I'm sorry" and "I apologize" mean the same thing until it's said at a funeral.
Oh, that shit.
That was supposed to be a cricket.
Oh, my God.
You get it though? Do you get it, or do I have to explain?
We
Like,
need to put the crickets
if you say
in.
it's normal to say "I'm sorry" at a funeral. If you say "I apologize," like you probably murdered the dude.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was just a high IQ joke and we're just down here.
Just got to stick
Yeah.
to the dick jokes, eh?
Oh,
Damn, that's
I
my
thought
first.
you would have stepped it up.
That's my first flop on the podcast, eh?
Step down.
Should I say another one?
I think you have to.
What's the process of applying for a job at Hooters?
Fucking getting your massive tits out. I don't know.
They just hand you a bra and just say, "Can you just fill this out?"
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I might just be cutting the the dad jokes section after this. I know how you felt first episode now, man. This is falling hard.
When is it okay to punch a midget in the face?
When is it all right, Tony?
When he tells you that your wife's hair smells great.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure that you're insinuating about her pubic hair.
Well, not my wife's, but some. Yeah, of course.
Oh, great.
Actually, can we quickly talk about that? The way you were talking last episode about the whole bush or no bush.
I went full circle, and through that whole chat, I'm thinking,
What did your wife have to say about that?
how do I go here without giving my wife away? And also, what really is my preference? Because I'm a versatile bloke. I'm not that fussy.
You've said too much. You have to tell us now, Tony.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
Let's touch on it quickly, Paulie. Bush or no bush, or somewhere in
Nah,
between.
just fucking
Nothing. Yeah,
clean her off, mate.
get rid of that shit. All right, Paulie, you got another dad joke for us before we wrap it up?
I'm really bad at them. What the tampon say to the other tampon?
What?
Nothing. They're both stuck up.
Oh!
Is that crossing the line?
Never.
It's definitely beeped out, so
Oh, but I love it.
I'm all for it.
I love it.
But unfortunately, these
You know what?
guys.
I give up on the dad jokes.
Even the women are clapping.
I don't even have a kid. How am I supposed to say a dad joke? I got a reasonable excuse for coming up with shit dad jokes.
Anyway, Paulie's you've been traveling heaps since I last saw you.
Yeah, mate.
Started in the
world.
US. You did a lone trip to the States
Cruising in the USA.
by yourself.
Yeah, I went solo.
Why?
That was fucking the worst decision of my life. Fucking
never do it
America's not a America's not the country to go and tour around by yourself. That shit's scary. Motherfuckers like.
So what'd you do there? Just landed and what?
Oh, okay.
Now
so
what?
we'll run it through quickly, but I landed in LA,
Yeah.
which was hectic. That was so good. Went to the basketball, went to the ice hockey, and looked at all the bums in the city. That was downtown. That was crazy. They were like, it's you know when you play Tony Hawk back in the day, and like.
Yes.
There's that mission, you got to jump over the bums and they just yell out a heap of random shit.
Was it in San Francisco? Because in Tony Hawk's, it was in the San Francisco.
I didn't go to San Francisco. I went to Venice Beach and I went to Santa Monica. Traveled from there and then I hired a car and cruised went down to Arizona and watched the NASCAR down there.
Oh, yeah.
That was sick for the first 5 laps. And then it was just like, I was like, all right, I'm fucking over this.
And loud.
Because that's the thing. You see the cars and they just zip past and it was like, oh, that's all you get to see
Yeah.
when you come to these things.
Yeah. Would I go again? Yeah, I'd go again. Yeah, it's good.
Overall, though, so far,
Yeah. So
what are you thinking of the people, the culture?
They were good. They were really, really nice. They were good. And the food was just crazy. Absolutely phenomenal. No matter where you went, there was good food right across America. Whether it was LA, it was like the Mexican, and then you go down to Texas, and it was the barbecue meats.
I was going to say, did you have a good American style barbecue?
Mate, that's all I ate.
Well,
I didn't even eat any of the franchise except for In-N-Out Burger. I tried that once just because you got to.
Even the Mexican food. Like all I ever knew was Aussie Mexican takeout, Montezuma's and everything else.
Yeah.
You go to LA and eat Mexican, it's like real Mexican.
Yeah, well, they're just there. Like it's just, it's right there. It's like the best of the best.
Yeah. And what about their attitudes? You find them to be, because you know how the stereotype, we grew up in Australia, they're great people, but gee, there's always that loud American and everything else. They're extreme. It's quite the opposite, really. They're just amazing, positive people. Did you find that?
Yeah, they loved me. I was very welcomed, and they frothed the accent.
Yeah.
I was going to say, they love Aussies.
They do, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was well looked after. The tipping thing actually, was I had to get a bit of help with that. People that
how to understand it, or how much to give.
Well, yeah, how much to give, how to understand it, and I was like,
it really pisses you off, the tipping, by the end of your trip, eh?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't understand it, which we didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent a year there back in 2000. I loved it so much, and it blew me away. So I almost got married just to stay in the country. I was doing 3 months at a time.
Yeah. What I hate about that whole system in the States, you go to a coffee shop and it'll say coffee is $4.50 up on the board, but then that's not including tax. So then the tax is added on, and then they want a tip, and all of a sudden it's a $10 for a coffee. I'm like, well, that just doubled real quick.
And it also depends where you're doing it. Like,
different
say
taxes everywhere.
Burbank, Hollywood, Pacific Palisades, Malibu, Santa Monica. That's Hollywood, right? And everyone that's generally speaking, that's a waitress or waiter. I mean, they're there to be an actor, so they need you feel obliged to tip them more. Really,
this isn't even my beef of the week, but what pissed me off about the whole tipping thing was they expect it everywhere. Like, literally, we went to a coffee shop, a takeaway coffee, and we just order it, and they're like, "How much?" And just fill in your tips here. I'm like,
Nah.
You're not doing anything for me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't tip for that.
Yeah.
You only tip for the service, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's generally like a rule of thumb is, I think, is it 15% maybe?
Yeah.
Which is
15,
fucking
20%.
heaps.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of money.
But the thing is, when it's expected and you always have to do it, they don't give a shit about the service anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to tip someone if their service is actually really good. But when they're just like treating it like a normal job, not even trying anyway, it's like, well, now I don't want to tip, but you're frowned upon if you don't do it.
Yeah, I want them doing backflips and shit like that. That really impressed me. Just a back rub.
Anyway, shout out America. We love you guys.
Yeah, we do. Actually, you know what is a little funny story from America? I hired the car, and I basically drove down to Texas, and I went to this event called Rednecks with Paychecks, which was fucking insane. It was crazy. There was every single redneck.
Paycheck.
I love it.
Every single redneck in America, I feel like, was there that owned a monster truck. Like, they were just driving around. Like, they were like, Commodores and Falcons. Like, they were just fucking money spent there. It was absolutely insane.
it must be crazy because they have no limitation on what they can do with their trucks, right?
Yeah. So
unlike Australia.
there's 300 acres, and I rock up in this Ford Escape. I think it was an Escape. Yeah. Anyway, or Ford Edge. No, it was a Ford Edge. Anyway, that's like our Ford Mondeos of Australia. And
Were you wearing a dress at the time?
no, unfortunately not. I probably would have got my way there a bit better. But yeah, so I'm on foot and everyone's driving these massive cars around. I didn't realize how big the event was, and I ended up teaming up with a couple of the South Americans. Are they South Americans? No.
South American is like Mexicans and stuff.
South African? Yeah, South African boys.
South African.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were cool. So I ended up, becoming mates with them, and
Are you talking African American or South African?
South African.
Okay.
What sort of music were they listening to?
Mate, every single car had the biggest sound system in it you'd ever fucking dream of. It was louder than the cars.
And the difference in music from every car would have been crazy.
But so I was sleeping in the back. I went to Walmart and kitted out the back with this massive fucking blow up mattress that was way too big for the thing. So it was just like this big V, and I'd slept in the middle of it, which worked out well because I was blind every night. Anyway, I slept in the back of this thing. All hours of the morning, I was like, fuck, I need a piss big time. And I could not find the key, and I couldn't get out of the car. And I'm like, holy shit, like I'm going to fucking piss myself here. And I'm like trying to get the doors open. I couldn't get it open. Anyway, I've grabbed hold of the old fella, pretty much power bombed it. It's just swollen up like a fucking water balloon. I'm like, I'm going to fucking piss myself here. And I just had to piss.
Let it go. Yes.
You know what I did? I went up to the back door because I was like, I still got a fair bit of fucking kipping to do before the sun comes up. So I've gone to the back of the door. I'm on my knees and I'm pissing up against the boot. It's massive piss. And
Wait, why couldn't you get out? How do you get stuck in a car?
I don't know. I might have been too drunk, but I got no idea. I just could not.
Let's blame the car. We'll blame the car.
Yeah.
Fucking Mondays.
So so I pissed in the back of it. So I had some good times in that car. Pissed in it, slept in it, drove 2,500 kilometers.
So LA to where were you driving it
to
from?
Texas. I drove it from LA down to Arizona, to New Mexico, then down to Texas.
Isn't Route 66 somewhere along that route?
That's heading to Vegas.
Yeah,
That's to
it's
Vegas.
the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do.
Did you go to Vegas?
I did go to Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, let's dive in there.
What didn't you do?
Do you know what? I tried to fucking tick off everything. I did Texas, Arizona. I did Atlanta. Went to what's the other one there? Miami, New York.
Oh, you got over to Miami. Oh, you
I went
got
to New
everywhere.
York. Yeah, I went to New York, and then last stop was Vegas, and back to LA. But Vegas was crazy. Vegas was really good. I really enjoyed it there.
Where'd you stay there? First time to Vegas?
First time in Vegas. I actually hopped around. I can't remember.
Still by yourself?
Yeah.
Did you have anyone just jump on board for a few days at a time?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, there was one of the dudes that follows me on Insta when I was in LA. He met up with me and he's like, "Oh, I can take you around," and I was like, I was a bit sus on it. I was like, fuck it, what have I got to lose? We can just go for a quick coffee and suss him out. And he seemed pretty cool, and so yeah, we went cruising with him, and then we had a couple of drinks, and then he dropped me back off, and he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna be in New York for work. If you want to catch up." And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" So we went out, and he had a heap of his mates there, and we all got smashed. Went out for dinner. It was good. And then he goes, "I'm working." I was supposed to go to Detroit, but a lot of people turned me off going to Detroit, so I didn't end up going there. But we
Detroit, what's that, Motor City?
Is it? I don't know.
Was it just dangerous?
It sounds like something we would do to an American tourist. You know what I mean? Pick him up, come with us.
Go to Ipswich, check it out. It's the nicest place ever.
Inala. We take him to Inala.
So yeah, basically, he ended up coming to Vegas as well, which was good. Yeah, Vegas was sick.
Any good Vegas stories that can be said on a podcast?
Any shows you attended?
I didn't go to the strippers, which I was a little bit disappointed now that like people talk about it a lot. But you know what was funny? Like they hand out these little cards, like these old
on the
dudes.
streets,
yeah, you see them handing out the cards. They hand out all the cards of all the brothel girls.
Yeah.
Places, yeah.
They're not bad looking. It's got like it's a really low price, but
And they're all over the pavement, all over the footpath.
Yeah.
And you get up in the morning at 9:30 and you're looking at these kind of triggers. I'm in Vegas. It gets it all happening.
Do you know what was crazy though about Vegas? People said that there's the casino, and I just thought like there was, a massive casino there. There's a fucking every single hotel is a casino.
Yeah.
You walk down there any time of the fucking day, any time of the night, and there's someone gambling. Well, there's not someone. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And one of the differences, you'll see someone, they're on a poker machine, so drunk they can't even hold themselves up. They're barely holding their drink, and the waiter will walk up and just prop them back up.
Yeah.
And keep them going. In Australia, they'd be booted out the front door.
Dirty bastards are pissing on the floor just to hold their spot. You know what else I actually did enjoy about the rule there? If you're at the slots or at the table, it's unlimited piss.
Drinks.
They just keep coming around and giving you piss.
They want you to stay at the table, so they just keep
pretty
bringing
good,
it.
eh?
Again, it doesn't happen here.
You get up. If you get up to go to the bar, you're thinking about if I should go back to that table. Whereas if they bring it to you,
I'm not much of a bettor or a gambler, but I just throw the card.
but you love some free piss, so you'll do it for that.
Yeah, you throw the card in, throw some coins down, and you just pretend you're sitting there fucking, and you give them a couple of tips, and they're just fucking up and back like a fucking piston. And you just sink a free piss.
Did you see any of the street gamblers, like illegal, but how they have a group around them always, and they've got the little fluffy ball under the cups and stuff. They shuffle it around and like bet with people on the street.
No.
I think that only happens in the movies, doesn't it?
No, it happens but it turns out it's a scam because last time, one of the times I was in Vegas,
Magnet.
yeah, you go along and watch. It looks like a big street show. It's crowded, heaps of people around, and everyone's winning money off this dude and stuff. And every now and then someone would lose.
But you didn't?
Well, no, because I was watching along, and I'm like, I didn't have cash on me at the time, and I was watching. I'm like, I've won this every single time, so I ran and got some cash, 200 because I do $200.
Sounds like a Ponzi scheme.
Stitched up,
Minimum $200. So I quickly go get it. I'm like, I've got 100% rate so far. So
which is like 400.
come back, chuck down my 200, and then it didn't work out, and so I chose my cup, and people are like, no, not that one, and they pick up. It was wrong. I'm like, how did I fuck up?
How could you be wrong and the audience be right?
Yeah.
It's all a scam. That entire audience is part of the scam.
Oh.
They're all mates, and they stand around winning every time, make someone confident that they're getting it, and then
Gee, dogs.
this whole thing is like, I don't know how they do it, but I saw it later on YouTube. It's a scam where they can easily hide the ball or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you will always lose. And I got done. 200, and they make it quick because $200, and then they get up and leave. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Your self-esteem went from there to there.
And they're running off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that's all right. I'm glad I've got it off the chest.
How much they sting you for, by the way?
$200. Oh, which is like 300 here.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great business.
It'll get you. Yeah. So I've started doing it.
Yeah, Helen's
Beautiful. I've seen you down Cavill Lab there on Friday night.
Holy socks. And shitty hat.
Anyway, beef of the week.
Do you know what? My housemate, Daniel, he's taken my fucking charger, my phone charger, and he won't admit it, the dirty bastard. I know it's my charger because his charger has a fucking bit of wire hanging out the back of it and it doesn't charge properly. So I put my phone on charge over night time. I wake up in the morning and it's at 10%.
What's worse than a charger that doesn't work is a charger that works intermittently.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. It is.
So let's expand on that.
It goes, and then I don't know, you might move it for a sec, like a little, put the phone down, it's charging, you put the phone down and or you plug it in and then it just sort of flops down and that's the charger.
Housemates that steal your shit.
Yeah, but the phone charger, that's a touchy subject.
Yeah. I've got a wireless one these days. Much easier.
But I don't get that about phone chargers. You'll buy it brand new, it'll work for a month, and then for some odd reason, it stops working.
Yep.
What's the
What,
deal?
the charger or the phone?
No, the charger.
The charger.
Really?
Apple have set it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's generally a lead. Maybe it's because we walk on the fucking thing. But
The dog
Yeah.
do you remember those days though? I haven't had a flatmate many years, but how tolerant you had to be to have them. You know, you all had your space in the fridge. You know, and it worked most of the time. But sometimes they'd take something of yours, and if they didn't replace it, it could be 15 years of friendship.
Yeah.
Out.
It tests it. It tests the friendship.
Oh, well, me and my brothers growing up,
Yeah.
forget chocolates leaving in the fridge. Sean would be all over it within a second.
It's notorious.
And the problem was with us boys, we We always got socks for Christmas, and we were always excited because we always needed socks. But the problem is we always got the same socks.
Underrated present.
Yeah. No, I loved it. Socks and undies every Christmas.
You're
Give me
probably a
that.
bit young when it was the hanky present with your initial on it. Did you ever catch that era?
Never copped a hanky, no.
No hankies? Okay, it wasn't my era either, by the way.
Fucking wild things to hanky, aren't they? It's something that you just fucking blow your snot into.
My father-in-law.
Put back in your pocket.
Chuck it back in your pocket and chuck it in the wash with the rest of the shit. That's
Yeah.
fucking gross.
Had the father-in-law at home a couple of weeks ago. Went to do the washing, and there's a hanky there. It's like, what? Oh, of course, it's his. Straight in the bin. I just don't. I don't get them. I
Not
don't.
too
Like they
sure.
would hold on to the one all day, just keep blowing their nose over and over, and then back in the pot. Yuck.
It'd come in handy though, wouldn't it?
Well,
Fucking-
they did when you were younger.
yeah.
You'd go through less socks, eh, Tony?
Don't try to get me to incriminate myself.
That's right.
You do,
I
actually.
was going that way.
My beef of the week, you probably won't be able to relate to this one, but it's a personal one, so probably no one can relate to this.
Okay.
But remember last episode how we were talking about hair transplants and should I get one, blah, blah, blah. The craziest thing happened the day after. We hadn't even posted the podcast yet. The day after, I got a message from a friend who had just had it done, and he's like, do you want to get a hair transplant? I'm just like, how the fuck did this come up? I didn't even talk about spoken into existence. And he's like, yeah, company will do one for some promo. I'm like, I'm in.
Wow.
So I went.
So you met with them yesterday? Is that what you said?
I met with them yesterday, so I had to go in for a consult.
know.
They'll check it all out. They'll check it all out.
He doesn't like it already.
I don't know about hair on Jashan's head. It'd be
Yeah, but
like
you-
growing hair on the end of your knob.
I get it,
Well-
but look at you. You got hair everywhere. I mean, you and I can't relate.
Paulie, you'll love the end of the story.
I
then.
like the bald Jashan. But anyway, let's go. I want to hear it.
Went to the appointment. He checks out my hair, measures it out, gets the microscope out, see how much donor hair they call it, because they take it from the back and put
That's
it there.
right.
Not enough to cover my head, boys.
Wait.
Not enough to cover
Is
my
that right?
head.
It's true.
So the reality is I probably need 10, 12,000 to cover my whole head. I've got about 7,000 there. So if I get it done, it's going to be partial and I'm still going to have the bald spot in the middle.
Okay.
Bald
okay.
as a badger's ass forever, mate.
Okay, so truthfully, sorry. In that moment, did your heart sink or were you like, I don't care?
I'm very used to not
Sank a
having
long
hair.
time ago.
But I got 2 days of hope. I had 2 days of hope. I'm like, I'm going to have hair in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. You were.
2 days of hope.
I
So,
saw you skipping around the backyard.
It's like that feeling when you put on a lottery ticket.
well, it's more like,
You feel like you're going to win and then boom.
I got excited that
Jashan's hair.
I could go to a restaurant again and not sit directly under the light. And you know when people take a selfie at a restaurant, everyone's together and you're sitting, bald bloke sitting under the light?
Shining.
Yeah, so I'm always in the dark corner at a restaurant.
Touching on that though, can you have a donor hair?
Oh, we spoke about this last
Well,
podcast.
great
No.
question.
Did ya?
And that
Yeah.
was the...
Sorry, I didn't watch it.
Well done.
Yeah, but no, it's DNA thing, can make you real sick and kill you.
Yeah, he wanted
Really?
to know whether he could have half blonde, half ranger.
Yeah, or like
I would have done it.
sheep's wool.
Yeah, well, I was just saying,
Pull it off a sheep.
Yeah.
I'd do it. They can take it from your, as long as it's your hair, they can take any hair. But it's going to, if you take it from the arm, it's going to look like that. If they take it from your pubes, it's still going to look like pubes up there. If they take it from your ass, it's still going to look like an ass hair. So
Wow.
Yeah.
I have that option.
Well, sorry to hear about that, mate. I was really looking forward to getting some good news.
Yeah. Well,
In
the
saying
question
that-
is, I can still get it done, but like, so I could fill in the front and stuff.
Yeah.
And this is maybe where I should get everyone's opinion. Do I get it half? Be able to get it here? I'll just have the bald spot up here like a normal thinning man.
So if we had
But some-
enough
is-
likes,
Is
enough
something
comments,
better than nothing?
you would do it partially.
Well, I could at least grow my emo fringe out again if I wanted to.
True.
Yeah.
Have you seen the photos of him when he was young with hair? Of course you would. Yeah, you would.
Yeah,
didn't watch last episode.
I actually can't remember what it looks like, but yeah, I didn't watch the last episode. Sorry.
Drop dead good looking. Crazy looks.
But yeah, so that's my question to everyone. Is something better than nothing for me?
I've
Please,
seen him with the
comment
glued wig on.
It didn't look so bad.
Did you go there? Did you go there with the...
What? No, I didn't. Who was it?
We've
Yeah.
glued. I feel like we've glued a few wigs to your head.
Yeah, so everyone teamed up at the boys' place. Everyone teamed up on me one time. Was it me and you were supposed to have a race?
Yeah.
Me and you were supposed to have a race. So we were getting our hands taped to our ankles.
That's right.
And we were going to have a running race around the pool with our hands taped to it.
That's right.
And so, but little did I know, everyone was not having this race.
No.
They were just trying to find a reason to tape me up So
I got you.
started the taping, then they taped me up completely and super glued a wig onto my head.
Similar to you taping your wife up to a chair and selling her on Marketplace, that kind of diversion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lie.
We did,
but
it
that's
down
not
the, we did it down the beach too. Remember we stuck the eyeballs on the back of your head? Buried you neck deep.
That's right. Because we were going to do the old seagull challenge. How
That's right.
Marty and Michael got all the
Yes.
seagulls around with the chips. So you buried me in sand, and you just took advantage of it.
me.
Yeah, I'm getting I'm getting the partial. I got to stop all this bold bullying shit. You know,
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
just a walking
Yeah.
target.
I don't know.
I don't say that.
I don't think you look too bad.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Do I get a partial? Do I get it? You know,
No, let us know. I can't believe that they don't have a cure for it yet. I don't get that.
and the only one they do. Old Jashan here can't even get that.
No.
What is my beef? Oh, I do have a beef.
There we go.
And I'm going to get this off my chest. And it's not the fact that that what might piss me off as a mate that's giving up the piss.
Oh, Tony, mate. I've spilt more beer in my fucking boots than you've tipped in your mouth. Give me a fucking break. I'm having a few bloody weeks off the piss. I'm not giving up completely.
All right, we're going to hold you to that. But no.
Pour me a fucking beer.
Yes!
Nah, I'm better than that.
No, we're not going to push it. I'm not going to push it, but
Are you sure? Do you want to be?
I'm right, because I won't leave.
all right, beef. My beef. And I love a drink. I love a social drink. I love my mates. I love going out with my mates.
We love that.
And quite often I will call a random mate and say, mate, meet me at La 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 Bar. Let's just have a couple of beers. But all the while, and I know you know this better than anybody, and yourself, it's always got to be more than a couple of beers, right?
Always.
And we love it. We love a good time. You're really just trying to rope them in and get
3 a.m. comes.
them involved. And 9 times out of 10, that works.
It does.
But you turn up, you're all pumped up, you're all vibed up, you're loaded, you're fully loaded, and you know what he does?
What's
He's
he do,
there for just
Tony?
a couple of beers.
And
Yeah, and then wants to bounce.
pisses off and leaves you there by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you feel that? Do you think about that and feel that in your heart?
No, I gets you.
You know what I do if we're drinking at home and that guy comes around for a few beers, or it's the crew? I do little sneaky shots of vodka into the beers,
A little Bill Cosby.
and it grabs them. It gets them.
It'll get
It
you.
gets them. You have a few of them, and you fucking got their arm wrapped around their fucking neck,
Yeah.
and we're off to the pub.
Yeah.
Vibes are high.
Vibes are high.
Is spiking a drink just with more alcohol? Is that still spiking a drink?
No, it's helping a mate out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your beef for the week,
Yeah, mates that turn up and have a couple
and then leave.
and leave you there stranded, high and dry. Paulie'd never do that.
Well, what about if they're driving, you can only have a couple.
Don't give
I'll
me
leave the
that.
car there.
Yeah, don't give me that.
100%. I'm leaving the car there. I don't care if it's fucking the most notorious place to be fucking broken into.
Yeah, you'd
We're
sacrifice the
hitting
car.
the piss.
Ever been done drink driving
Yes, once.
once?
Yep, 25 years ago, and I was drinking at home. My girlfriend was out partying at Melba's nightclub, and she called me under stress. Sorry, and I just was like, "Mate, I got to get in there and get her." So I drove, and I saw the RBT up ahead, but they were pulling cars coming the other way.
Oh.
so I would have
Stitch
got
up.
I would have got through, but because I panicked, I just pulled into a driveway and just went, "Oh God." Well, that gave him away. Anyway, I blew in the bag and I blew right on the limit, 0.05.
Is that good or is that over or under?
No, that's
That
I
is the
like it.
limit,
I
yeah.
had 2.5 beers at home, and I blew 0.05. The cop was really good to me because it was the lowest you could ever blow. Anyway, I went to court. I got the minimum fine. Or
So you
whatever.
blow 0.05, you still get done.
Yeah. Maybe it was. It was. It was 0.05. Yeah, it is illegal to blow 0.05.
Because when I got done,
Right.
I blew 0.056, but I was on my P's, so it had to be 0.
Yeah.
So he was almost about to let me away, and then he's just filling in last details, and he's looking at my license. He's like, "Wait, are you on your P's?"
Plater.
And I was like, "Yeah, I am." He's like, "Well, you got to be 0, and now I've got to give you a fine for not having your P plates up too." I'm like, "For fuck's sake."
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know what's
It's
worse. You know what? It was because of my actions that I panicked. I should have just kept going.
If you try to avoid the thing, then-
if I had kept driving, they would have waved to me on the way through. Yeah. That's the difference between a wave and a get out of the car, please, young man.
Yeah.
I got pulled up one Anzac D it was the day after Anzac. And I went out and played 2 up at the Currumbin RSL, and it was a massive, massive day / night.
Yeah.
Pull out of the Ridges there. I stayed at the Ridges in Cooley. This was when I first moved up here.
Know it.
And there's the RBT set up. I'm like, I'm fucked. Anyway, I pull up. I was late for work, half an hour late. But I ate that night nearly 20 nuggets, a McChicken burger, and a cheeseburger. I don't think I got through all the nuggets, but I ate fucking most of it.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and I was feeling crook as. I was like not good. So all I ate was fruit and a lot of water. I drank a lot of water. Pull up. The guy goes, did you have much to drink last night? And I said, yeah, I had a bit. He goes, did you have a bit or a skinful? I was like, mate, I had a skinful. I was very, very drunk. And he goes, oh, well, blowing this will test it out. I blew under. Just blew under. I don't know how. Like blind drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know how you
was the
hear
fruit.
things?
It
how,
must
like,
have been the food
had to
from the
be.
night before.
Had to be.
have you ever heard of like things like you can chew gum or what are some of those things? People say
Yeah.
that. Do you reckon that's true?
Can I-
I've never been willing to test it.
Can I tell you? I have a brother-in-law. He's a doctor, but he's a bit more than the doctor. What does he do? He works in one of the big hospitals, like in the admin high up. But he said they did tests on many different things in relation to what could bring the alcohol content down when you blew into a bag.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what won the competition, or the only one thing that reduced the blow?
I'm excited.
Alcohol
We're
and blow?
about to solve some world problems right now.
Absolutely true. Write this down if you haven't heard it before. But ice cubes. Yeah.
Ice cubes.
Ice cubes. Oh, yeah, I was
Ice
going to
cubes.
say, far out. That'll definitely sober you up.
Yeah.
Ice cubes?
Sucking on ice before you blow. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's what he said.
Jump on the ice, guys. It'll save your life.
That's the key.
What would that do, bud?
I have no idea.
What's
But that's what he said. So maybe give it a run. See if it works. Carry a bag of ice wherever you go.
I've heard chewing gum, but like I just
But
Yeah, no. So
maybe
Yeah.
get a breathalyzer and test it for yourself.
Do you know what?
Go through a heap of...
Why do they not make that stuff sold everywhere so you can actually do that?
why don't
Like they
we,
just want your money.
why don't we test it next show? I've got a
Oh, you do? There you go.
yeah. We'll get it.
Have you got a breathalyzer?
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you get it from?
I bought it years ago.
Yeah.
It was like I it's a real dinky dye one.
Yeah, sweet.
Can we get it right now?
Yeah.
Go get it.
All right, we'll give it a
Eat it.
crack.
Pause. All right, we're back.
Oh yeah.
Tony has quickly run home and he's got his breathalyzer. I didn't even
Yep.
know you could get these things.
Mate, at the time, saying to Paulie, it was the best on the market at the time. So let's just hope it's accurate and gives us a good reading.
And
Yeah.
so what's the typical rumor? They say 2 in the first hour, 1 every hour after that.
Yeah,
That's-
correct.
We've had 1 beer each.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just quickly down this and see what we blow?
Okay.
I like this.
Cheers, mate.
This is good.
Monkey Tree.
Oh,
Monkey Tree Brewery.
look in, boys. What the wick? Bit of neck oil for yous. Be lubed up.
Let's breathalyze us, hey? All right, we're both 2 schooners in and a few sips.
Yes.
Tony.
Am I doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's do
oh,
it.
fun, now. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Fucking hell, Tony's nearly
Jeez.
dying here.
That's a big blow.
Big blow.
Shit. All
Here
right,
we
here
go.
we go.
And
There you go, Judge.
yeah, okay, so she's circling around. She's pending full charge here.
What's he got?
Zero. You gotta have
Can we
some
see
sort
the
of-
screen as well? Does it come up?
No,
it's
not
taken
really
a while.
coming out. Oh!
What?
0.048.
Wow.
That's pretty close. 2 beers in the first hour.
Yeah, it is. It is. And we sort of a little bit of a scully, it rings
Yeah.
the mouth. That
Doesn't it take a little while for drinks to kick in as well?
Well, no, it's not really an accurate. Is that how you say it? Accurate.
That's
I
it.
always say it wrong. Because it's got beer on the lip, fresh. It doesn't really give a good reading. And for those who do get pulled up, make sure that you tell the police officer that you've just had a beer because they
Well
legally
said.
Oh, right.
have to allow you 20 minutes.
that's what the policeman told me that night. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So
But they don't book you on the spot. If you get done, they take you back to the station for a proper reading. And
No,
they do
well,
wait.
He made me sit on the curb for 10 minutes. He goes, look, just rest, because I said I just had a beer.
Yeah.
And he said exactly that, Paulie, and that's the best advice you can give anyone.
Yeah. You want me to see? Oh shit! That's 10 seconds. What the
hang on.
fruit
Mate,
flying seconds?
you've got to wait.
Keep blowing.
You've got to wait for the countdown. Mate, you started blowing when it was thinking.
Well, do you not recall my question right before I started?
No, hang on. Nat.
I swear this happens to me on the side of the road too. I can never last the full breath. And they're like, can you do it again? I'm like, mate, I'm out of breath right now.
Have you done the ones that you talk into?
They're way better. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm good at counting.
Yeah,
You know,
they're better.
I can still count when I'm drunk too.
I had the giggles up one time. The copper pulled me up, and I'd never seen it before because it was in New South Wales, and I lived in Victoria. And then we were driving through, and I had a carload of mates, and I just fucking started pissing myself laughing every time I got to like 4 or 5. Couldn't handle it. And then on the last time, he's just like, just fucking go, just fuck off. Like he just got sick. I was just losing. I couldn't stop
He
laughing.
liked you, mate. That's what it was.
How do you
Yeah,
think
no.
those talking ones work? How does that track it?
Mate, technology.
All right.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's done a fucking gasket there. Jesus Christ, holy fuck.
He blew up.
The head.
Yeah.
The
I'm
head.
proper dizzy right
Okay,
now.
Crack
give me
the
that.
head.
Let's have a look at the reading. We want to get this. Reading right.
What do we got? What do we got?
You blew a little foo-foo valve right at the very end.
I reckon Jashan's going to go 0.36.
Oh, I reckon that's a great guess.
0.36. Out. I got to go again.
Yeah, you
Oh,
mate.
far out.
Oh, mate. It's not quite working for me. It's not loading. I'm doing the sample. It's not loading up. So, but we've got an example. Based on yours, 0.048 after 2 beers. That's pretty on point.
It's pretty accurate.
That's pretty on point.
Lucky you
Maybe that is the
live
rule.
next door.
It's a long way to walk, though.
Yeah.
Be the longest 50 metres of my life.
Stumble there.
Just stumble over, yeah. Let's do what's the verdict.
I know. What's the verdict?
Okay, boys. Question of the week. Would you rather a tranny who is an absolute 10, like stunning, or female who is a 1 and you just got to remember what a 1 is? The bottom of the barrel.
You mean
Like-
biological female?
Biological female, whatever that may be.
Hang on. What's
Who's
the
a 1? Like, and think about it. 1 is the worst you can get.
You allowed to chuck a sock over it?
You can do whatever you want.
makes a difference?
There's this one getting around. Actually, someone sent it to me the other day, and I don't know, she does this stretch with the thing behind the back of the ears. It's just an Instagram short reel.
A 1, as in like a
it's
female 1 or a tranny 10?
It's a transvestite.
Okay.
And
Hot?
I'm
Out of 10.
It-
What are we talking?
10.
Straight 10? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
The person's good looking.
I like-
What are we
I know,
doing? Are we going to dinner or are we
Well-
kissing this person? We having a sexual, intimate fucking night out?
Have you ever seen Miss World?
What is it, a movie?
Lady Boys. The Miss
Oh,
World
okay,
in
no.
Thailand. You know, the Miss
Yeah,
Universe.
Lady Boys in Thailand.
Lady
Yeah.
Boy. But it's Lady Boys, and it's like a Miss Universe pageant. Have you seen anything? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I think they're better looking.
Tony's into it.
No,
Jeez.
I'm just saying. I think they're as good, if not
Get
better
your
looking.
tissues out, boys.
Yeah.
The pageant song.
No, I'm just asking. Have you?
Showing the hankies out.
It's pretty.
Did it give you a tickle? Did you get the tingles?
It made me think. I'll say that.
There you go.
All right.
I've seen it. I haven't.
Whoa. Let's throw back to Bali here a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Paulie, you had a good old time with some lady boys, didn't you?
We went to the Lady Boy. It was a dance thing. It was actually really good fun. We got on the piss. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty good.
He's ending it right there.
Let's dive in.
They did heaps of dances, and they got the real show up here.
Did they tuck it away?
Yeah,
Like
well, I don't know. I assume so. You can't really see it.
Oh, so it's not like a strip show kind of thing. This is just like
No, they're just dancers. They got all their gear on.
I don't know if the...
But sort of just wondering, are really good.
From what I can remember. Oh,
Or can you see it's a man?
yeah. Some of
You
them
can straight up
yeah,
see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're always looking for the Adam's apple, but then even then you go,
it's pretty
whatever.
noticeable.
Remember that old TV show? There's something about Miriam, was it?
Oh, yeah.
How it was like a dating show. Risky show to put on the air, though. Apparently all the contestants sued. They sued
wild.
the entire show for...
What year was this?
Oh, we're probably talking... I would have been in school. I was in school.
So it was
So
before,
maybe 2005, let's say.
Okay.
About 20 years ago, I guess.
Yeah, right. Let me have a look here. That's intriguing.
Gee,
Something about Mary was a movie.
A movie, Miriam. Something about Miriam.
Miriam, you're right.
You'd give yourself a better name though, wouldn't you, if you were going to sort of cross over?
Oh,
What would you call yourself if you thought, you know what, I'm going to bat for the other side? What would
Easy.
be your name?
Veronica.
Veronica. Okay.
Hi, big boy. I'm Veronica.
Okay. Yep. What'd be yours, Paulie?
Your tranny name.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Yeah, training name.
Pauline.
Jono. There you go, my fucking Jono, fucking yeah. Okay, so it was a British,
Yeah, it was a
a
British
group
one.
of average British guys compete to win. Yeah, okay.
Does it say anything of what came from the class action? Because all the contestants sued
Jeez,
them.
yeah. Unfortunately, she was found dead in February 2019 at her apartment in Mexico.
But are they saying it's related, or maybe if it's unrelated, it's
She was deemed to have died by suicide, but her husband believed she had been murdered.
okay. Oh, so she was married by then. It almost seems like she's
Yeah,
moved
it's
on.
probably not off the back of the show.
She's
but
moved
yeah.
on from the show,
Yeah.
unless the husband was like the producer of the show.
Wow.
Tranny 10?
2010 or biological female one.
Yeah. And we're talking about going the full shebang. You're fucking.
2010 every day. Every day.
Yeah.
I'm with me, mate, Tony.
Forget the sock.
Yeah. Do you think like, I would say, to be honest, I'm probably saying the same. However, I just think about, okay, it's easy to talk, but when the moment comes and you see a ball sack between the legs.
Yeah, I get it. Like looking
Like,
at it from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you, like, to be honest, the one you're not even seeing?
I think
much?
there's a few variables here. Like how many beers you had. You know, where are you in the world?
Who's going to find out?
Yeah, who's going to find out?
Yeah.
You know, there was a time before surveillance cameras, nothing mattered. Now everything, there's cameras everywhere. You turned up at our house today, and you look, there's cameras along our street.
Yeah. Son.
If everyone sees everything these
Yeah.
days, so you got to ask those questions. But yeah, no. I can't believe I'm stuttering. I can't even get it out of my mouth.
Is it bad that we've all agreed with that? we're going for the swinging balls between the legs.
We'd love to hear your comments, actually.
On that note, Paulie, we're going to jump back to you.
Okay.
We've asked the audience for a few questions.
Oh, let's go. Far away.
Now, I want interesting
I don't
questions.
mind.
I want
I
some
don't-
interesting
I
questions.
don't mind answering a few questions.
You know when you do Q&As and everyone asks it, you talk about the same thing over and over and over and over.
How big's your dick? Shut up.
All right, Jordan Noon asked, what do you reckon Kev the truckie's up to these days? Oh, Kev the truckie,
Kevin.
eh?
Hey, you fucking idiot.
Explain
Kev.
for people who don't know Kev.
So Kev actually, he featured early in the piece in my content. I don't know, the start of my career, I would say. And he was just a truck driver that used to come in. I used to unload his log truck. And I drove a massive loader, and I just sort of razz him up a bit. And he was just perfect for taking the bait. Hook, line, and sinker. He'd swallow the whole fucking thing. He'd even take the rod down his throat, and he'd go off. And so
He just had that voice too.
He
That
did.
he was just like,
you fucking yeah. He'd just lose it. But
no, that was good.
yeah, I know Kevin. He's retired now. He'd be cruising around, having a few beers. He's got a caravan. Still living down in Victoria. He calls me from time to time.
I was going to say, do you still talk to him?
Yeah, I have a chat. I must. He called last.
Should we call him right now on the podcast?
He called me last time, so we won't call him. We won't call him. We'll let him go.
Tony Dick says, where is Kevin the truck driver nowadays?
Oh, Kevin, mate.
Kevin, everyone loves Kevin.
Yeah, come back, Kev.
Do you still get back to Myrtleford much?
I went back there a little while ago. I took Blake and another mate down there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was going to go down there not too long ago, but if the soccer boys
Hit us
make the
up
grand
next time.
final, I'll go.
I want to see your hometown. I
It's
want
pretty
to
cool.
see where Paulie grew up.
It's not bad.
Tina Keel What's it like having a crazy brother like Jashan?
Oh,
Do people think we're brothers?
I don't know, but I'm just glad
We
that
could be brothers.
I got the hair.
He's got the hair.
I got the hair. Sorry.
I thought I was going to get the hair too, but
Well, you had it.
touchy subject.
Fucking Shami's got a great head of hair.
It's debatable.
Oh, okay.
It's thinning.
Like
It's all thinning.
we all are.
And I love watching my brother's hair thin. Like, I copped it early. I copped it in
Yeah.
like early 20s. But now that it's happening to the rest, I love watching the process unfold.
We love that.
What are you, they're catching you quick, are they?
Yeah. Well, not quick, but they're starting to get to the
Slowly.
stage like, fuck's sake, I'm losing my hair. I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember that. You motherfuckers would always laugh at me for not having hair. Now look.
Yeah.
No. Aiden Hunt, can you do a mad skid for us in your ute? You got the Maloo. Do you pull out the Maloo at all? You've still got the
I
Maloo?
still got
right?
it. Yeah, I still got it. She just sits in the garage until it needs to be started, and
Sits in the garage and gains value, man. How much would they be worth these days? They've
Nah.
gone up like crazy.
yeah, they still got under 100,000 Ks on the clock.
True.
Yeah,
What was it about the Maloos? Why did they just
they
skyrocket?
stopped making them.
But they stopped making all the Holdens. Is
but
a
that-
Holden Pativa the same?
No, I don't think they made
No,
less
it's just
Maloos,
like
didn't
the-
they?
Yeah,
Than
look,
most
They
others.
were like makes of.
What year's your Maloo?
It's a 2000. It's the end of the 2009. So I come out with the bonnet scoop and yeah, it's got the factory sunroof.
And when did they stop
I
making?
Stroked it out to a 7.2 litre from a 6.2, and spent a heap of money on it. And
Could be $1 million car. Mate. You never know.
What colour is it?
it's white.
Pure. Innocent.
Yeah,
Just
look,
like Paulie.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind a wrap, to be honest. It's the only thing I'd wrap.
Get it
these
out.
days.
Hang on, what colour would you go? Let me guess, matte black.
Nah. I don't know. I was talking about it the other day, actually. We had the Cooley Rocks Festival come through town.
Yeah.
If you didn't get down there,
It's huge.
next year, make sure you get down there. It's pretty good.
Brock Young has a few questions. I'm going straight to the last one.
Oh, Youngie.
Your favourite dish and your favourite beverage?
Oh, I love this.
You love a good cook too.
I love
You
a
love
feed.
a good cook.
I would say if favorite dish would probably be like meatball ravioli. So like ravioli with a bolognese sauce and meatballs in there.
Italian. Do you have Italian in you?
Yeah.
That's where the
yeah.
dark golden skin comes from.
So yeah, that would definitely be like raviolis with the bolognese sauce with the meatballs in there as well.
And a Peroni beer next to it.
VB.
VB.
A VB.
Hey.
A VB.
Man after my own heart. So
Melbourne bitter.
So VB's your favourite.
VB probably would be an ice cold VB after you've
They've
got a load of
strong
wood or
taste.
something like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you-
circled right back to VB. Started on VB when I was 17. Didn't touch it for 25.
beautiful.
Right back to it. So Italian food.
I love Italian food, yeah. You know, oh, geez. Nice
Making me
cold long neck of VB is just pure neck oil. It is so good.
Cade Appleby. What has it been like
Cade.
working with the Reese Bros? Yeah.
Ah, the Reese Brothers.
I haven't met them, but
Good
I
blokes.
like their stuff.
Great
Funny as
blokes.
hell.
They've been blowing
Great
up
blokes.
lately. They've
Yeah.
been blowing up. And you know what I appreciate about them? Just good ideas, but just the effort that goes
Mate,
into
they
it as
put
well.
in
Man, they are produced well.
They put in a lot of effort.
Are they like
lot of
videography
effort.
background? Because they like proper.
They're
They
just
know
two
their
blokes going for it, hey. They're just really well-driven, hard-working blokes. They're definitely making a massive impact, and they're going places.
Yeah.
They're
How'd you
really
meet them?
good.
Because you've been doing quite a bit with them.
Yeah,
lately.
so I actually I met him down D-Bar, which is a local surfing spot down there, and yeah, we just got chatting and
You mean just randomly? Or?
randomly, yeah, I was walking down there, they were looking at the surf, and I was just doing my loop on foot, and yeah, then we followed each other, and they're like, oh, do you want to be in a video? So I met up with them, and yeah, it was in one of the videos, and then they had another video idea, and they come to me with that, and we actually become really good friends, and yeah, so we've gone from just doing a bit of fun shit together, making some videos, to actually bonding a really good friendship, and they're couldn't speak
Because
highly
they're
enough
not
of them.
far from you, are they?
They're not far from me at all. They're only a small drive up the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're actually really two good, genuine, caring blokes.
It seems that they just tick so many boxes, right? They're absolutely funny, talented.
They never
but
miss.
they're as Aussie to the bone as I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone watching a video of theirs and not just being a part of what they do.
Yeah.
Well, it's just very relatable. My favourite one was rocking up at the servo, filling up your fuel, and trying to get it right on the 50.
Yeah.
And
Everybody
you
does
nail it, and then they just roll into him walking into a suit, just slow mo. I'm like, that was done real well because we can all relate to that.
Yeah, yeah. And you can see that they're going to have a loyal following. And I've got a question for you, Paulie. There's no one I have seen or... What's the question? The question is, what is the formula to having such a loyal audience? You have, I believe, the most loyal fan base I've seen. But how does that happen? Does it just happen organically, or is it just that you're a great bloke from a country town and everybody can relate?
Yeah, I don't know. I think for me also, like, coming into, the social media side of things, I don't know. There's not as many people from like small country towns that are doing this stuff, and I don't know, I don't know, they just like that it's a little bit different, or
The fact that you're from a small country town, and there's plenty of small country towns.
there is, yeah.
And mate, so when they feel like you're one of their own, kind
Yeah.
of thing, then they just grip on.
It's actually funny when you go to smaller country towns, you're like, everyone like seems to. I went to where was it, in down south, Port Macquarie, and I was just down at one of the local lookouts overlooking the ocean, and this guy's looking at me with his dog, and he's looking, and he comes up, and he's like, "Buddy Paulie, how are you, mate?" Fucking rah, rah. And I'd only just arrived at Port Macquarie, and we got chatting. He goes, I got the bloody local motel down the road there. This is it. I go, oh, fuck. I'm actually looking for a place to stay tonight. And he goes, yeah, well, this is it. This is the bloody number. Come down, mate. Rah, rah, rah. He goes, if there's not a room there, I'll kick someone out for you. And yeah, he was a really good bloke. So I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll go down there. And I wasn't sure. I was like, fuck, this could be a stitch up here because the room might be like $1,000. It could be $2,000. It could be $50.
Full of bed bugs.
And a really shit fucking joint. And so we did a bit of a drive-by. I was like, that looks pretty good. So I pulled in there, and he come out, and rah, rah, rah. And then, in the morning, I went up to the cashier dude, or whatever it is. And I was like, I just fix up for the last night. He goes, don't worry about it, mate. This one's on me.
Legend.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll stay again then. No, I didn't. I said, look, I'm going to stay. I go, I'm going to stay another night, but I'm going to fix this one up. And I said, if you want to come out for a couple of drinks, come out. So yeah, we ended up had a couple of drinks with him, and yeah, he done me a really good deal on the second night. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the motel, but yeah, he said I was always welcome back. He was a really good dude. But yeah, when I went to the pub also there, it was like every single person like was just like getting around it, and yeah, I feel like it's small towns. You get.
What's it like going back home? Because how big's Myrtleford? You're from Myrtleford.
Yeah, look,
What's the
I've only
population
been
there?
it's just over 3,000, I think.
Yeah, so small. We're talking
Yeah.
small place.
Yeah.
What's it like going back there?
I've
now?
only been back once, and when I did go back, I sort of didn't really. I just went and did my fishing. I went to a mate's house. He's got buggies and motorbikes and stuff like that out there. I went up the bush and I didn't really go into town, to be honest. I didn't really see anyone, but I just seen, the mates that I've got there. They all come around, and yeah, we didn't really move into town at all.
Must feel good,
and it was
though.
only there for a few days. So it was like by the time we got there, spent a couple of days there, and then took off. I didn't really get to see.
Those sort of places must be, I feel like, small town. Everyone talks. Everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
So your mate would say this, thi'd start watching next minute.
Yeah,
You'd have the whole town watching.
Yeah, even before I left, like, people was, everyone knew what everyone was doing anyway, regardless. And most people knew about the videos and stuff like that I was posting on TikTok and all that jazz. With your For You page on TikTok, it sort of bases around where you live too.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
So when your video goes out there, it actually goes out locally. So anyone around usually sees the videos before, it gets out to.
If people go to Myrtleford, what's one thing that they need to see?
Oh,
Anything?
sheesh. Depends what time of the year it is. If it's summer, head out Lake Buffalo. It's beautiful out there. It's like a massive lake, ski lake, fresh water. You got fucking fishing there. You got boating in there. You got chilling out in the bank, drink some cans, fucking whatever you want.
Then
It's
in
good.
winter, everyone goes. There's a mountain.
Everyone
not
goes to
far,
snow.
right?
Yeah, it's below Mount Hotham and Falls Creek and Mount Buffalo. And it's surrounded. It's in the valley. It's a really, really nice, beautiful country town.
Tracy Hamilton says, "What are your most embarrassing story? Have you got a most embarrassing story on or off camera?"
Can I have a look at that? Because one of my friend's mum's name is Tracy Hamilton. Let me have a look. Where is her? Where is she?
Should be at the
There
top
she
there.
is there. That is definitely not her.
So we can answer it.
Yeah, what is what? What is your most
Embarrassing story on or off
on or
camera?
off camera?
Do you have a really
Oh,
embarrassing
probably like, I lost this. I don't know if I lost. I can't remember what happened, but I had to get into this bondage gear. Do you remember that?
story? Is this Sunny Coast? Your Tinder profile?
No. Worse than that. Worse than that. No. Oh, that was
Yeah, what was the
that was
bondage
kind
one?
of embarrassing as well.
I can't
but
even
the
remember.
bondage
I
one.
remember it, but I can't remember what we were
Are we talking the full get up, gimp
Yeah,
mask?
mate. Yeah, it was proper leather get up, and then
doing. We were out by the beach, weren't we?
Yeah, it was at Burley Hill of all
Yeah.
places. Like there's fucking
So
families
exposed.
and shit walking past, and I'm in this bondage gear with a whip. Oh, far out. But then everyone sort of had but like the bondage one was the worst one. And I think what we had to do is we had to hit a golf ball, and there was like 4 or 5 different holes. And whichever one you got in, it had a little envelope on the back. So if you got it in that hole, that's what you had to do. And I remember Blake had to do some meth head or some shit like that, which he played well. I didn't think he even dressed up. Nah, he did. He dressed up and he played it well. And then, there was a heap of other fucking... But, I got stitched up with
the
the bondage
bondage.
fucking thing. Middle of the week, too. Dead sober. Like,
Families everywhere.
yeah, there was one thing doing it fucking on the piss. Like, you'd have a laugh about it. But I'm just sitting there with this fucking gimp ball in my mouth.
That must have been early days. I fully forgot about that. Until you
Yeah.
said it. That must have been pretty early on.
Yeah, that was wild. And then I've done the old singing in at the bit of a sing a song in front of the food court on the tables.
Brendan Butler. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Oh fuck! I have to go the one-sized horse duck.
Great question.
This is a great question.
Good question. That really made you think,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah, that got me. That's a good one.
Like, what would be your strategy going into a horse-sized duck?
Wring its fucking neck. Just fucking swing off it.
Craig O'Day. Who would win in a fight between Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin?
Probably, I reckon Homer Simpson. You know,
Yeah, he's got some
Peter's,
beef in
yeah.
that swing of his,
We have to ask why. How did you come to that determination?
Well, Peter Griffin's too nice. He's a nice, like Homer Simpson is angry.
Yeah.
Homer's just always angry. You know,
Yeah.
he's got some
And,
things he wants to get
and a
off
little
his
bit
chest.
and a little bit doughy, like could do anything, could turn into a real crazy.
yeah, no pun intended. Probably Homer Simpson.
Before we end off, like you obviously had your page and stuff, and then it disappeared for a year, and it's only pretty recently come back.
Yeah.
What was the whole go with that? What ended up happening?
Do not know what happened.
Why did your page disappear off the face of the earth for a year?
I can't work it out. I tried working it out, and then it just said that it breached community guidelines.
Do you know what it was?
Was
Nah.
was it a hack job or?
No, it wasn't hacked. Wasn't hacked. I don't know what happened. It just and then every time it said, "Do you accept or do you
Appeal.
well,
Or would you like to appeal the
yeah,
decision?
yeah, would you like to appeal the decision or do you agree?" That's what it said. And every time I went to appeal, it just wouldn't let me. It'd just go into this loading phase, and then I just keep trying that every now and then.
For a year.
And then
How long was it? It was close to a year.
It
at
was
least.
I was 7 months,
7 months. Okay.
and then it went through, and then all of a sudden it went your request has been reviewed.
So
And then a few days later, I had a couple of notifications on, and I was like, oh, that's new.
how frustrating.
Put up a story, got views, started getting messages, and I was like, shit, we're back. And I posted a video, and yeah, she's off again.
So as we sit here now, you still don't know what it might have been.
Nah, no idea.
What's your plans for the next 5 years? I did see
Yeah.
that question as well.
Wow. Yeah. Hopefully get a little crew together and just start taking off again. Yeah, I did a heap of filming over in the US. That still got to put together.
Videos coming out tomorrow because we
Yeah.
are going to jump together and team up and come up with the best vlogs you've
Yeah.
ever seen of America. Paulie edition.
I love that. I love that. Thank you.
New series out on Netflix next Tuesday.
Does that mean we have to go to America too, just to feel it out, and make
I
sure?
feel like
Oh,
we.
wow, yeah, we should.
I feel like we have to
Vegas?
go to Vegas just to. Yeah.
Just have a sniff. Downtown Vegas.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
I'd be keen.
All right.
Mate, Paulie.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's been
Appreciate it, brother.
great to catch up. Look forward to
mate.
having a beer whenever the time we're going to have a beer next is.
He's not allowed back unless he's drinking.
Yeah,
Ne-
nah, it's
episode 2 with you, we'll have a beer together. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, Paulie.
And guys, make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe, and check out all the other platforms. We are across everything, and that's where we ask you guys the questions. If you want to ask our guest questions and get involved in everything we talk about, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube.
That's it.
Across everything.
That's it.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.